said 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Newton on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton is going to float this one deep this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're no team pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That one goes for 24 yards. plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Again, Ryan. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Freeman. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Newton now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play. But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. The quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That one One goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Freeman again, first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll look to run with Freeman. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funch, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Speaking of Julio, he had a big game week 1, 169 yards, but in the end, almost had that play to win it, but he did not. That's probably what's going to stick with it.
What was it that was said a long time ago by a former Major League Baseball Hall of Famer? It's deja vu all over again.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it felt like. It looked like almost the exact same play. It felt like the same end zone. This time, instead of the ball going through his hands, it came down a few feet out of bounds. But there's just something about Julio Jones in the red zone that the Falcons have to figure out if if they want to get back into their winning ways.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. McCaffrey by Campbell. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 36 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a run with Anderson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 10th carry now for Anderson. That hill running right through him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
20. Go.
second down. Here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And that is incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Newton. He'll air it out deep for he's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll cut this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. The open man is Smith. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. from the red zone now. Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Luke Kuechly coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Escaping the pressure right. Wright's got it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. It's been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 45 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. They run. Devontae Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan wants to throw it. Flush to his right. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime them.
Listen what I'm saying to you? Sit down and relax, okay? Don't worry about the cap.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see you in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. Melody low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look that. This, that. I go to bed on back. I got the beat on the flat. I got a in the back. Ladies, they talk to chat. They step on the rock. I'm a K back. 100K.